Hello everybody, it's Karlee. Welcome here back to my channel. Welcome to what I hope to be just like a fun, cozy, relaxed, unwind type of vlog. I love nothing more than when I'm cleaning my house or doing something and I just have on this like long rambly vlog. Sometimes it's nice to have a podcast, sometimes it's nice to have an audiobook, but sometimes it's nice just to have like a rambly vlog. So hopefully you guys enjoy this and this is something that you kind of need during your week, because I have been looking forward to this video for a really long time. Basically, it's the end of a work day for me. I've had a crazy busy day. The sun is like draining away quickly, and I thought that I would take this evening to unhaul my bookshelf. Now, my bookshelf is one of my favorite parts of my office. I just love it. I have like this vision of my future home having a huge bookshelf with lots of books that I love and enjoy and want to read. And so this is kind of like my first little starter, and I love it so much. But I will say I'm running out of space on some of the shelves, and so I do have some space downstairs where I can kind of I don't know. What am I saying? I don't know. I basically just want to take off all of the books that I no longer want or I'm not interested in reading or picking up anytime soon, and either donate them or put them downstairs on our like TV console. Is that a console? Wherever our TV is, there's like a cute little spot that I think would be nice. What?
Oh, fuck.
I'm vlogging.
Dude, sorry.
It's okay. So yeah, I think it would just be nice to have a few little books down there. So that's basically what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go through some of the books, and I thought I would just bring you guys along. I don't know, I've seen people do this, kind of like an unhauling of your bookshelf, and hopefully it's entertaining and fun and you get some ideas of what I've been loving versus like what I want to give away and what I didn't really gravitate towards. I did envision me standing up so that we could see like the top of the shelf, but my tripod is at another location. So I don't have it with me, which is why we're on the ground today, which could be cozy and fun. I don't know. So I'm guessing I will start. I want to start at the top. Just quickly, I thought I would give like a little overview. So the top kind of has like random decor, which of course I could use for spaces for new books, but I don't know. I just kind of like that the top is like cute like that. I don't know. I just really like that. So I have a chunk. These are ironically all books for the most part that I either didn't enjoy or I'm not going to read. So that will be easy. And then I've color coordinated it as like a rainbow. Ignore my empties video, that is coming very soon. But I don't know, I'm still very into the rainbow. I think it's an easy way to categorize your books, but I kind of want to switch it up so that some are standing this way and then some are laying, my Band-Aid, sorry, but some are laying horizontally. I don't know, we're gonna play with it, but I'm gonna grab the first little section of books and then we'll talk through them. Okay, I think I'm just gonna dive in. Some of these books are ones that I've purchased myself or some that were given to me by my sister. And she really likes those like history and a lot of like mystery, murder, crime sort of books, which are fun and I like to keep some of them. But I think having all my books be that, I've kind of come to an end of like, okay, I'm kind of over it. First book that I think I'm gonna unhaul is Discovery of Witches. I did not like this book at all. I tried so hard to get into it and I just couldn't. Same with all of like the Gillian Flynn books. I loved, did she do Gone Girl? Yes, I liked that one, but for some reason I just don't have any interest of reading any more of her, so I think I'm gonna get rid of those. There's some other like biography type books, Spotlight, like this was a movie, which again I think would be really nice to read, but I probably just won't get into it. Same with Necessary Lies. Again, I'm not really looking for anything that's kind of like mystery at the moment, which will be a lot of this stuff. The Fifth Season, another one that everybody raved on. You could see I stopped on page 224. I could not tell you what this book is about. I couldn't even tell you. I find it so hard to read a book when I don't even know half of the words that are being written, or if I can't like pronounce the names right or even guess what they are. I feel very overwhelmed, and so that one was a no for me. Into the Wild, I know that this is a movie on Netflix, so I held on to this thinking that I would read it, and maybe I still will. I can't decide. This might be in my keep pile. Now, for the sake of time, I'm probably not going to go through every single book, but I will go through ones that I think are like good mentions, you know. I do love, this might be bad of me, but I love keeping all of my nonfiction books. So this one is People Powered. This is when I was really trying to understand kind of like community management and in my social media roles and stuff like that. And it was a really interesting and really good book. So I'm going to keep that one. And I just like keeping all of the nonfiction ones because they remind me of a time of like, I don't know, when I was like in a certain job or maybe in a certain point in my life. I really like it. This is like In Cold Blood. No. The Color Purple, I love like classic books, but I say I love them, but it's like nice to have them on your shelf, but I probably won't get around to ever reading it. Columbine, I will keep this book. I have just such a fascination with that whole part in like history and just how that went down. It fascinates me in such like a scary and horrible way, but I am gonna keep that. Because she never asked, I can't remember, I got this in New York with Sebastian's cousin, and she has like a really eclectic, I don't know actually how to like describe her book picks, but I do love when other people choose books for me. I think it's really interesting and really fun. This one I don't remember reading. I'm gonna hold on to it because I do want to read it someday, and it's a fairly small book, and it just reminds me of when we were in that bookstore in New York. It was just really fun. Again, kind of like mystery, What She Knew. I'm gonna get rid of 100 Days of to Brave. This is another nonfiction that I really liked. It was fun. It's like a daily prompt. I like it. An easy read, nice to hold on to. Next we have One Day in December. This one is so sweet. Again, it's like that cheesy love story, but I found it really fun and easy to read. I read this in December in like 2020 and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was cozy and fun. I'm gonna keep that because I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep this. I love all of my like memoirs, biographies. This one I got years and years ago, and it's just so crazy to think that she passed away. I can't even believe it, but yeah, gonna hold on to those. I love those. My friend Adrienne gave me this. She wrote a little something in it. So again, it's fun to hold on to things like this, even though I'm not gonna read this anytime soon. But it's nice to have like memories on your bookshelf as well. This is another like daily reading. The pages are really small, and I think you read one every single day, if I remember right. But this is Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff, and this is a really good nonfiction that I loved. Stephen King's, what's this? 11/22/63. This is a hefty one, but for some reason it's just like fun and cool that I have this, so I'm gonna keep that. Again, The Kennedy Curse. Stuff like this fascinates me, so I'm gonna keep that. Verity by Colleen Hoover. This was my favorite book of 2020. It blew my mind. I mean, not really, but like it was just such a page turner. I like couldn't stop reading it. I read it in like a day and a half. I loved it so much, so I'm gonna keep that. It's my favorite book. Gone Girl, I think I'm gonna get rid of. I'm over it. The Book Thief, again, everybody raves about this. I did finish it. Oh no, I didn't. Actually, I didn't finish because there's my bookmark. I got to page 307, and again, I just could not even like understand what was going on. And so I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep it just because it's like a classic, and maybe someone else in my life will like it. Go Ask Alice, not interested. Actually, I did read Looking for Alaska, and I did actually like it. It was a nice one, so I think I'm gonna keep it. I'll Be Gone in the Dark. Oh my gosh, such a good book. This is all about the like Golden State Killer, and it was so interesting. I loved the writing. I loved how it was set up. One of my favorites. As much as I want to be pretentious and keep this on my bookshelf, Pride and Prejudice has to go. I think I got to page 5 and I could not. The House Girl, I haven't ever read this, so maybe I'll hold on to that because I don't know much about it and haven't dove into it, I should say. Men Explaining Things to Me. This is another one that I got in New York. I'm gonna keep that. I didn't get around to reading it, but I might. Girl Online. This is such a OG classic of YouTube. I can't get rid of this. This is Zoe's book, so I do that often. I can't get rid of those things, so I'm gonna hold on to them. Hopeless by Colleen Hoover was the second book I read by her. Wasn't my favorite, but I did still enjoy it. This is Half the Sky. I only got to page 61, so maybe I'll try this again. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Such a good book. So gonna keep that one. Oh my god. The Miracle Morning. Me and Sebastian did this for a bit and I liked it. I didn't keep up with it, but it's just like a daily practice, which is a good habit to get into, which I have fallen out of. The Actor's Life. I loved this book. I will say it was very much about being an actor, which I don't want to be an actor, but it was just interesting to get a peek at her life, and I just, like I said, I love stuff like that. The Other Americans. This was an insane book. I loved it. It was heartbreaking, but I really did love it. A Year of Yes. I've never read it, but I don't know. I've heard great things. Maybe I'll read it. The Light Between Oceans. I was not expecting to fall in love with this story. This is an epic love story. I loved it so much. The Woman in the Castle. I haven't read this, and I'm judging a book by its cover, but I don't really want to read it. So I think I'm gonna get rid of that one. Little Women is a classic. I love the movies, but I didn't enjoy the writing as much. I'm still gonna keep it because I did read it and I think it's a classic, but that like old-timey like classic writing is just not something that I gravitate towards. This is The City Baker's Guide to Country Living, and this is so cute. Again, very cozy and like a perfect like Gilmore Girls style novel. I loved it. Eleanor Oliphant is not a is completely fine. I almost said it's not fine. That's a cute book. I really loved it. It's an easy, quick read. Such a Fun Age is an amazing book that I read in 2020. This I haven't read yet, but I wanted to keep it because I love memoirs, like I said. So this is Amy Poehler, and haven't gotten around to it. I think I want to listen to that on Audible, but we'll see. Girl on the Train was very interesting, so I'll keep that. That's a fun mystery one. All the Light We Cannot See. I haven't gotten around to this. You'll have to tell me if you've read it. I've heard mixed reviews on it, so I'd be interested to hear if you guys have read it and if you liked it. I'm going to hold on to it because I do want to get around to it. It is just a little bit of a longer book. I mean, it doesn't seem too intimidating, but I'm just kind of like, after Discovery of Witches, I'm a little over big books right now. Little Fires Everywhere, I loved so much. I also loved the Hulu, was it Hulu that they did the TV show? I'm pretty sure it was. I loved that. I thought they did a really good job. The Dreamers was an interesting book. I thought it was going to be better than it was, but I did still enjoy it. The Nightingale, I loved this book so much, so I'm going to keep that one. I do have a few hardback, as you can see, but I do gravitate to a good paperback. Moving on, we have The Last Lecture, which is an insane true story. It's so sweet about this professor and his last lecture before he dies of cancer. It is so sweet, so pure. I love it. This is the Enneagram book. I love stuff like this. If you haven't learned about the Enneagram, it's so fun. I'm a 9. Comment down below what you are. This is a book me and Sebastian got as a gift, and we haven't filled it out, so maybe this should not be on my bookshelf, but this is fun, like cute little prompts that we could fill out together. Oh, what the heck, this is so cute. I'm gonna keep this and take it out of my bookshelf. Take a Hit, Danny Brown is, I think, the second installment in this kind of like series, but you can read them out of order, I'm pretty sure, and that's what I did, and I really did love the story. Nice, easy romance novels. Those are fun. I like them. This Is How It Always Is such a sweet book about just like parenthood and just, oh, it's just so sweet. I loved it. Flower of the Winds, don't know, but not gonna read it. Actually, I think I read this. I think I read this and I'm forgetting. Yes, didn't like it. It Ends With Us, loved it. I did think it was a tiny, like the tiniest bit overhyped, but I did enjoy it, so I'm gonna keep it. Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert is such a good book. I really loved it. It's more of a memoir style, but she gives like really great tips and really great advice. It feels like you're just reading a book from a friend, which I really enjoyed. Feminists Don't Wear Pink and Other Lies. I read this a few years ago and it was pretty good. Each chapter is written by another person, basically. So there's a lot of great people. Emma Watson, Saoirse Ronan, I'm trying to think, Keira Knightley, Tanya Burr. Anyway, just lots of amazing people and women in that book, so I kept it for that. Lauren Graham, Talking as Fast as I Can. Loved this book, so definitely gonna keep that. This is The Interestings, which I don't even remember what this is about. I do remember not liking it at all, so I think I'm gonna get rid of that one. Another honorary mention. This is Hilary Burton's The Rural Diaries. This book is so sweet and so pure. It made me want to move to a farm immediately. I loved it so much. I read it so fast. Again, another favorite book of 2020. What Alice Forgot. I love this because it just reminds me of when me and Sebastian went to Mexico. I took this to read on the beach and I loved it. I love the story. It was a little bit slow in some parts, but for the most part it was a nice, interesting, kind of like twisty-turvy novel where the crawdads sing. I'm very interested to see how this turns out. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're making this a movie and not a TV show, but I'm interested to see. So I have Tan France, Naturally Tan. Love all my memoirs. His was good. His was pretty like basic. It wasn't anything groundbreaking or super special. I don't know, but I did enjoy it and I do like him. A Christmas Carol. I've never read this, but it just feels cozy to have on the bookshelf, so I'm gonna keep that. Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. This is an amazing book. One of the first books I read in 2020 and I did really enjoy it. Wolf by Wolf. I don't know much about this, so I think I'm gonna toss it because I kind of carried it through a lot of these unhaulings and I still haven't gotten to it, so I think I'm gonna get rid of that. The Hate You Give. I loved this movie, loved this story. Gonna keep that. Come As You Are is one of my favorite like sex education books. It's so amazing for women, for men. I loved it so much, so keeping that. Where They Found Her, another murder, like mystery kidnapping. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. And then down here, I'm not gonna get rid of anything because these are all of the Harry Potter books. Not all of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think I'm missing 6, but a few. So I'm gonna keep those down there. And then these are my the Divergent series novels, which I do love as well. And then some classic like Tom Sawyer. Like, I don't think I'll ever read this, but it's just so cute to have. So that goes on the bottom. So anyway, that kind of feels nice. I got rid of a few. So now I'm gonna put my books back and hopefully make some room for new ones. Okay, this is how I restacked it. And now I don't know if I like the horizontal. So I think I'm just gonna, I do like this shelf, how it's all like memoirs and self-help and stuff like that. But these other two, I'm not liking. Like, I think when people have a bigger bookshelf, it looks cute doing that. So I think I'm gonna take some time, reorganize it a little bit. But regardless, I think it feels nice just to have all of these books cleared out. If I'm not gonna read them, I'm not going to enjoy them. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you right back here really soon in a brand new one. Bye!